Hello race fans and welcome again to my YouTube channel. I'm VR Stuntman and we've got an exciting new season here in the Trophy League. Out are the GT300s we raced last month, and in are the Gran Turismo 350Z RSs. These cars are completely untuned. They're racing on sports hard tyres, and the only thing you can adjust on them is the brake balance. For the league this month, we've got a mixture of drivers who were in the league last season, a few of the top guys who've been promoted from the Cappuccino League, the Induction League, and also a handful of new drivers. Welcome to them. What I'm going to try and do is show you most of the action, and there's quite a lot of it. We've got a full field, almost full field of 13 cars. And on pole is the old stager, Setwave. Second is Stuntman. We've got a new guy, Exeter, a German, in third. Fourth is Genobi. Fifth is Raptor, good qualifying by him, showing good speed. Sixth is Loki. Seventh is Zion Zoo. Eighth is Odie from Holland. Ninth is JK, very slow qualifying by him. I don't know what happened there, but I would have expected him to be at the front. 10th is Slicker, 11th is Rick, 12th Alan, and 13th N10, who didn't really set a representative lap. So he's got some work to do. So we'll be watching to see how high JK and N10 go. Anyway, enough of me waffling, let's get on with the action. This is on board Stuntman, second on the grid. This is the rear. Oh, and he's changed up to second too early, and the car bogs down. And look at that! 1, 2, 3 cars straight past. So it all goes horribly wrong for Stuntman. Although he's still battling Raptor for fourth, and he's gone back to fourth. Right, I'm going to go back to the start and show you on board with Odie. So we're towards the back of the pack here. 8th, good qualifying by Odie, and running down to the first corner. Oh, and that's JK throwing one up the inside. JK managed to make the apex, so good move by him. And we're neck and neck. Just been through Andretti. And JK round the outside, so that's one place JK's made up already. Oh, Odie almost off there, and that delayed him getting on the power, and that's Slicker coming past, so Slicker moves up a place as well. And Odie tries to chuck one out down the inside, and oh, there's contact and damage, so bad luck for Slicker, who didn't really do anything wrong. Anyway, I'm going to go on board with Genobi as we come up to the corner leading up to the corkscrew. Critical corner to get right, and we're quite slow through there. Genobi defending on the left, and that's Stuntman coming round the outside into the corkscrew, and Stuntman's through up to third, so he's already undone some of the damage he did at the start there, Stuntman, but he's dropped off the back of the leaders. You can see the two leaders ahead. I'm going to go on board now with Zion. Oh, and we've just gone off. Second to last corner, and dirty tyres and a spin. Mind that wall. Oh, just about got away with that, but he lost a load of places. So drops down to 10th, does Zion there. Going to ride on board with N10, still at the back, but he's got to run that Zion Zoo on the left, and we're past Zoo and trying to go around the outside of Rick. Huge sideways lock up, and inside Odie. So N10 up a couple of places and alongside Rick, but safely through. So N10 now 11th. We go on board with Raptor, and Raptor has dropped back from Stuntman. Let's see what's happened here. We're going to go back to the start of this lap. So This is Raptor chasing Ginobili with Stuntman in the orange car, and Raptor slings one up the inside into the first corner, over the dirt there, and Ginobili has to go wide round him, and that's why they lost contact with Stuntman. But Raptor is 5th. Oh, and a little nudge there. That's a touring car move. That a little nudge ran Ginobili wide and went through. A little bit naughty, that, I think, but that's my opinion. Right, let's go on board with JK. Let's see how he's doing. He's up to 6th, so 3 places gained already, and he's on the back of that Ginobili and Raptor battle. So JK absolutely flying. Oh, and on the dirt, JK living dangerously there. Got to be careful on the exit of that corner. A lot of people make mistakes there and end up in the wall on the left-hand side. And this is on board Xeon Zoo, and there's cars everywhere here. That's Alan ahead. Oh, we just had contact with Odie. More contact with Odie, and all a bit rough that. But we've got a lot of new guys to the room, and inexperienced, I would say. Anyway, Odie is up a place, so we're starting lap 3. Let's go on board with Rick in the rather pink Nissan. Oh, and that's N10. Look at that slide. Well held, N10. My word, that was almost all the way round. N10 style does tend to be a bit sideways, but that was a huge moment. This is Slicker, and Slicker's off. Oh, that was a shame, because he pulled his way onto the back of that group, and now he's dropped behind it. So you get in the sand here, and it just slows your car right down. Very expensive. So I'm going to show you the leaders. Let's go to the outside shot. This is Set Wave with the blue car. He's led every yard so far, and Exeter with the windscreen wipers on in 2nd. Stuntman closing up a bit on these two. We got Raptor 4th, Ginobili 5th, JK 6th, Loki 7th. And let's go to the back again, see what's happening. We got Xeon Zoo with this green car having a go at Alan for 12th place. Sorry about my phone making a noise. Oh, a bit of bumping and boring, but no harm done. We've got quite a lot of damage on some of these cars already. Let's go on board with JK in between the 2 yellow cars, Ginobili ahead and Loki behind. JK's progress has been stopped now. He's in 6th place. And he's looking for a way past Ginobili. Let's have a look at the rear view of Ginobili. I love these rear shots, and JK having a look. Just worrying Ginobili, perhaps hoping Ginobili's going to make a mistake. Come up to this very fast corner just before the uphill straight, and off! JK's off. Oh, has he held that? He's hit the wall. Could better go on board with JK, see if there's any damage. There's no damage, and he's okay. So let's go on board with Slicker now. Slicker has caught up to the back of this group, so it's good work from Slicker. Took no time at all to get back onto this pack, but dicing hard from 4th through to 8th place. Not sure I completely approve of the passionate pink wheels. It does go nicely, I suppose, with the purple paintwork on Slicker's car. Slicker, of course, sporting damage from the first lap, and he's got to good slipstream here on Loki. But, all nicely driven through that corner. So I'm going to go on board with N10. Now N10 is up from 13th on the grid. He's up to 9th. He's having another huge sideways moment. Let's go on board with him, see how scary it looks from on board. N10 has definitely got top 6 pace, I would think. He's one of the faster cars out there, but a lot of work to do, but he's managed to work his way through and hasn't picked up any damage. I think we'll stay on board with this for a while. Up in the lead it's still Setwave from Exeter and Stuntman. Those 3 clear of the rest, and N10 chucking it sideways into the corkscrew, very brave. Chasing down Slicker and Loki. Oh, more sideways action from N10. It's a good job tyre wear isn't on very fast, because he'd probably be out of rear tyres by now if that was the case. And he's got a good run on Slicker here. So we're going to go up with the leader. This is, or with the leaders, this is Exeter. Still running second behind Setwave. Hasn't really been close enough to make a move. Got Stuntman behind us in that orange car. These 3 definitely broken away from Raptor in 4th. Back on board with N10, and this is very, very close now. And that's Slicker running wide and off. And he's done that's the same place he went off last time. But he does have damage on that front left wheel, which was probably giving him understeer through that corner. So N10 has gained another place and is up to 8th. And he's having a look at Loki here. They're side by side. A bit of rubbing, but they both make it through that corner. So good driving by both of them. And N10 up to 7th. So this is Loki trying to thinking about getting that place back. Now this track is it's very difficult to overtake on this track unless the car in front of you makes a mistake. The straights aren't long enough to get a good slipstream past unless you come out of the last corner quicker than the car in front of you. And the rest of the track, again, you know, it's a series of corners followed by short straights followed by corners, and you really have to be patient. Gonna go on board with Stuntman. The 3 leaders are probably closer than they've been for a while. There's been absolutely no overtaking between these 3. Just been following each other around for lap after lap, waiting for that mistake, which hasn't come. And they are very close now. This is the closest they've been. Stuntman right on, and Stuntman backed off slightly there. Try and get a run through this corner. But, he doesn't get a great run. But Exeter's got a good run here, and he's thinking about making a move on Setwave as they come up to the corkscrew, but backs out. And Stuntman up the inside, where Exeter backs off there. Stuntman has a little stab, but Exeter holds his line and holds off the attack. So good driving by both of them. Going on board Loki now. Dropping back a bit from N10. Behind us there is Slicker. What's happened with JK? JK has lost a load of places. I'm going to rewind this lap. Let's see what happens to JK. He's running in 6th place in this red car. He had got onto the back of the 2 cars ahead, but has dropped back a little bit. But in fact, Raptor and Genobi ahead of us have been setting a good pace for a while. They've traded places a couple of times, and Genobi in the yellow car has got ahead of Raptor. Pretty sure it's clean part. Oh, huge moment there for JK. Well held. As Raptor ahead has a look at Genobi, and JK getting a run on them now. He's in the toe. It's not a long straight, won't get a massive advantage on this straight, but it will help him as they come up to the corkscrew. Oh, and he's spun. Oh, and into the wall, and heavy left rear damage there. So that's all rather unfortunate for JK. So this is Raptor, and Raptor is attacking Genobi. Here we go on the inside. Oh, and that puts us on the outside. Late braking from Raptor. He's running around the outside. Genobi gives him room, and Raptor is through. This is Genobi's view. Genobi is one of the politest drivers out there. He will always give you plenty of room. Marvellous guy to race against. And Raptor is through into 4th place. So now we're starting lap 8 of 11. This is JK. He's caught Rick up, and late braking from JK. Rick sees him coming, gives him room, side by side through here, and JK eases ahead. So a place regained by JK. He's gone from 9th to 6th, back to 10th, and is 9th again. Let's have a look on board Stuntman now. Stuntman has got a run here on Exeter. It's very close. Now they're going to go up the hill. There's a lot of dust there. Exeter's run a bit wide, and Stuntman's through. So Stuntman up to 2nd. Patience paying off there for Stuntman. Right, so I'm going to go on board N10. Let's see how he's getting on. N10 with damage on both left wheels, and I can tell you what happened there was he went off at the corner just before the track goes uphill. Didn't lose a lot of time, but went into the wall and damaged all down the left side of his car. So that's going to be a bit spooky, but he's hanging on in there, and he's still chasing Genobi and Loki. Let's go back further down the field. We've lost Xeon Zoo, I'm afraid. He had a connection problem and lost connection, dropped out the race. This is Odie battling with Alan. These guys are battling not to come last. First time in the room, and they're struggling a little bit for pace, but kept their noses pretty clean and having a good race against each other, which is good to see. I'm going to go back on board with N10 because there's a big battle on here, and we've got N10 just ahead of JK, Loki and Rick. So N10 has he passed JK? No, he hasn't, no. And these cars are going to give us, I think, an epic battle. Ooh, mistake from N10 and a mistake from JK as well. JK making the move as they come up to the corkscrew. Give us a camera shot. Oh, bit of bumping and banging, but not hard enough to create any damage, and JK through. Now Loki is right on them, and Rick is in this battle as well. JK and N10 with damage, Loki and Rick undamaged. And I think we'll stick with this for a while. This is certainly the closest and most frantic battle on the track. So we are now on lap 10 of 11, so just 2 laps to go. Still Setwave, Stuntman and Exeter clear. Raptor is going really quickly and actually hauling in the leaders, and Ginobili is trying to hang on to him, so Ginobili catching the leaders slightly, but just dropping away from Raptor. But these four absolutely at it, hammer and tongs, as close as you like. I think I might follow them for a whole lap and see what happens. Coming up to the corner before the uphill straight. This is so important. N10 sideways. Does that cost him time? Oh yes, it does. Oh, another moment for N10. Let's just see if he's picked up any more damage. No, we already had plenty of damage on that side anyway, so N10 drops 2 places with that mistake. So Loki now 8th and Rick 9th, and N10 going around the outside. Around the outside and sideways, and N10 regains that place from Rick. Great move that. And JK just starting to ease away now, so leaving these 3 to fight amongst themselves. So this is now the start of lap 11 of the last lap. Still set way from Stuntman. They've edged away slightly from Exeter. But I'm going to stay with these 3 because this is where the action is at the moment. Oh, and running wide there, Loki. Does that cost him anything? Has he dirtied his tyres? Yes, he's off. He's off. And oh, he's collected Rick, and oh, poor Rick slams really hard into the wall. That would be a yellow flag if it wasn't the last lap. So incredibly unlucky Rick there. And Loki gets away with a little bit of rear damage. I'm going to go on board now with Setwave in the lead, and Stuntman is piling on the pressure now. Just a couple of corners to go, and Setwave kind of defending there. Slightly misses the apex, and there's a run for Stuntman. You can see Stuntman just pulling past. We're swapped to Stuntman's view. Look how close that is, and that's across the line, and it's a win by a fraction from Stuntman. Exeter was 3rd. As Exeter, Raptor has just finished 4th. There's Ginobili 5th. Slicker just about to come across the line 6th. JK in the red car 7th. Then N10 just ahead of Loki. That's Loki, and Rick is, well, he didn't actually lose any places, but he would have gained one if that hadn't happened. And engine damage and everything there for Rick. And then at the back, towards the back, we've got Odie and Alan. Alan has managed to damage 3 of the 4 corners on his car, but still going. Oh, and he's just on the 4th corner. That's very neat, Alan. Like it, like the style. So just have a look at the timings, and the fastest lap was a 1:36.92 Raptor. Well done, Raptor. That was without a slipstream, I think. So great lap there from Raptor for fastest lap. Next fastest was Stuntman on the last lap when he took the lead. 37.2, 37.3 for Exeter, 37.4 for Setwave and Ginobili, 37.5 for JK and N10, 37.8 for Slicker, and everyone else in the Exeter 37.3, 3rd fastest lap. Everyone else in the 38s or slower. And hope you've enjoyed that race. I've been VR Stuntman. I'm going to be showing all these races hopefully in this league, so subscribe to my channel if you fancy that. If you fancy finding out more about this racing, check out www.vrroom.org. This is the and have a look at the Trophy League and also the Induction League. Great to see so much clean racing. Great to see so many drivers on track, although it makes my job harder. And catch you next time.